Namaste everyone. Thank you for joining in this video. So in today's video, I'll be looking at a topic that most people have asked me to address in their messages and in their chats. And that topic is how to improve your job or business with the help of Vedic astrology. Okay. So in today's world, it becomes very necessary to have a good source of income to run your life smoothly. And for this reason, every person will search for a good business or job. But then, as a practicing Vedic astrologer, I come across many people who do not get success in their career, even after many efforts. Okay. And today we will try to know from the astrological point of view, due to which a person has to face challenges in the career and what are the positions of planets in the horoscope, which leads to success in the field of business. Okay. Or in the field of job. So, to put things in perspective, the 10th house of the horoscope is going to give information about two things. First of all, it gives information about how good or bad you are in completing work. And secondly, it gives information about the field of your work. Okay. The 7th house deals with your business issues, any type of business connection, your supporters of the business. For example, if it is a business of cooperation. Okay. So in short, the connection with the career world, whether you're having a career in the national field or worldwide, that is a subject matter of the 7th house. Okay. And if you're having some business that has an international connection, then you have to consider the 9th house as well. Okay. So usually the 10th house, apart from giving information about how good or bad you are at completing work, it will also give you information about how good or bad is your career. Okay. So if the lord of this house is in a good state, or if an auspicious planet, especially a fiery planet like Sun or Mars, is situated in the 10th house, then you will be able to overcome any problems you face in your field of work. Okay. And then there are, apart from this, there are other conditions we need to look in as well. Say if the lord of the ascendant, or if the Lagnesh is in an exalted position, especially in the 10th house, okay, from the Lagna, then the person does not have to worry about his or her career. Okay, because such people mostly get the desired job and they do not have to face any financial problems. Okay. Along with this, if you have a fiery planet in the 10th house, then you will see that you will have faith in religious activities, you will have faith in religion, and you may also be taking part in lots of religious activities. Okay. Such people having a fiery planet in the 10th house, or having, a fire sign in the 10th house, they will never shy away from working hard. Okay. And that becomes the secret of their success. Okay. Now, particularly speaking about Sun and Mars, if they are situated in the 10th house, then the person will get respect in the business field. Okay. Such people are brilliant and they tend to impress collaborators with their work. Remember that Sun and Mars, they get Digbala in the 10th house. That means they receive directional strength in that house. So people who have both these planets, or at least any one of these planets in the 10th house, then such people can reach great heights in their career by getting over or getting past all the obstacles. Okay. Now, if these planets are in the 10th house, being aspected by an enemy or being in a sign of debilitation, then there will be a certain amount of decrease in the auspicious results. Okay. Now, if there is a watery planet in the 10th house, then the person finds it very difficult to gain name or wealth from their career, from their job or business. Okay. So, if you have, say, Moon or Venus in the 10th house, then you'll find it very difficult to complete your work. And as a result, you will face many challenges in your career. Okay. Similarly, if you have Rahu, Ketu, and Saturn, right, then also in the 10th house, especially if you have Rahu, Ketu, and Saturn in the 10th house, then also these placements are not considered to be very auspicious. For example, Ketu in the 10th house will burden you with a lot of work than you can actually handle. Saturn in the 10th house makes you very close-minded. You'll be very close-minded when it comes to taking new opportunities or taking on new challenges. Rahu in the 10th house is going to make you very, very concerned with fame rather than your career. Okay, how famous can you get with your work? That is what thoughts that Rahu is going to give you if it is present in the 10th house. Okay, so if you have the presence of Rahu, Ketu, and Shani in the 10th house, then you might have to face a lot of problems in the work field. Okay, so if you have these placements, say if you have a watery planet in the 10th house, or if you have Rahu, Ketu, and Shani in the 10th house, then you must do effective remedial measures related to these planets so that you get the right direction in your job or in your business. Okay. Now, similarly, if the 10th house is aspected by cruel planets, or if the 10th house is aspected in, aspected by malefic planets, okay, according to the Lagna, then also, it can give you failures in the career. Okay. So what measures you can take to strengthen the 10th house? Okay. First of all, you must strengthen the Lord of the 10th house. Okay. You must strengthen the Lord of the 10th house. And once you strengthen the Lord, then you will be having a good direction. You start getting direction in your career. Okay. And apart from strengthening the Lord of the 10th house, you also need to strengthen the Lord of the 11th house, because the 11th house represents your rewards from the work. Okay. The 11th house sustains the 10th house, right? So if the Lord of the 11th house is placed in a Kendra or in a Trikona house, then business or work related to the planets is going to give you benefits. Okay, for example, say Jupiter is the 11th lord and it is sitting in the 4th house, then the person can get benefits from activities like education, religious work, and so on. Okay, now if the 10th house lord and the 11th house lord are joining in a Kendra or a Trikona, then also it's very, very good, because then you don't have to wait much for the rewards in your workplace. Okay, your hard work will be adequately rewarded. All right. So how to strengthen the Lord of the 10th house? You have to strengthen the nakshatra. You have to look at the nakshatra where the 10th Lord is placed and do appropriate remedial measures related to the nakshatra, to that nakshatra. Okay. So I'm not going to, I'm not going to go into details with that remedy. Okay. But what you do is every time, you you have the nakshatra of the 10th house in the Panchanga of the day, draw the animal related to that nakshatra. Okay. Say, say my 10th lord is placed in the, my 10th lord is Venus and it is placed in Pushya nakshatra. So every time I see Pushya nakshatra in the Panchanga, I will draw the animal related to Pushya nakshatra. Okay. So what is the, what is the animal related to Pushya Nakshatra? It is a sheep. Okay, so you don't have to be good in drawing. Every time you have Pushya Nakshatra coming in the Panchanga or on the day of Pushya Nakshatra, draw a sheep. Okay, that is going to improve your 10th house, because then you're improving the 10th lord. Okay, so I'll just provide a list of the, of the Nakshatra animals. For Ashwini, it is horse. For Bharani, it is elephant. For Pushya, it is sheep. For Rohini, it is serpent. Okay. Then for Mula, it is dog. For Aslesha, it is cat. For Magha, it is rat. For Uttara Phalguni, it is cow. For Swati, it is buffalo. For Vishakha, it is tiger. For Jeshtha, it is hare. For Purva Ashadha, it is monkey. For Purva Bhadrapada, it is lion. For Uttara Ashadha, it is mongoose. Okay. For Dhanishta, again, it is lion. For Shravana, it is monkey. For Anuradha, it is hare. For Chitra, it is tiger. For Vishakha, also, it is tiger. Okay. For Hasta, it is buffalo. For Uttar Bhadrapada, it is cow. Okay. For Purva Falguni, it is rat. For Punarvasu, it is cat. For Ardra, it is dog. Okay. For Mrigasira, it is serpent. For Kritika, it is sheep. For Aslesha, also, it is serpent. For Kritika, it is sheep. For Revati, it is elephant. For Shatabhishak, it is horse. Okay. So this is how you will find the, for Ashlesha, it is not serpent, it is cat. I'm really sorry about that. Okay. I'm just repeating it. For Ashwini and Shatabhishak, it is horse. For Bharani and Revati, it is elephant. For Pushya and Kritika, it is going to be sheep. For Rohini and Mrigashira, it is going to be serpent. For Mula and Ardra, it is going to be dog. For Aslesha and Punarvasu, it is going to be cat. For Magha and Purva Phalguni, it is rat. For Uttara Phalguni and Uttara Bhadrapada, it is cow. Okay, for Swati and Hasta, it is buffalo. For Vishakha and Chitra, it is tiger. For Jeshta and Anuradha, it is hare. Okay, for Purva, Ashadha and Shravana, it is monkey. For Purva Bhadrapada and Dhanishta, it is lion. And for Uttarashada, it is mongoose. Okay, so draw the animal of the nakshatra on the day of that nakshatra. Okay, you can see which nakshatra falls on which day by looking at the Panchanga on Direct Panchang or any other free app. Okay, and the other thing that I want to discuss, okay, if you have powerful planets in the 2nd, 6th, and 10th house, then you can be sure that your financial needs will be fulfilled. Okay, remember that the 2nd house exemplifies our family and and the income that we inherit from our family. Okay, the 6th house represents our job and debt, and the 10th house represents our our status in the society. So if the 2nd house of a person is strong, then the financial needs will be fulfilled by the property and money received from the family. Okay, if the 6th house is strong, then the person will will need to fulfill his or her financial needs through a routine job. Okay, remember, if you look at all the rich businessmen, they will always increase their assets by taking loans from their bank. Okay, you see, from the the 2nd house represents the dharma of the 6th house. Okay, 6th house is the house of loans. 9th from the 6th house is the 2nd house. So loans are going to increase your assets. You can increase your assets by taking loans, and you will see this happening in all around you. People, in order to buy a property or in order to buy a vehicle or in order to buy a house, for example, you'll always take a loan from the bank. Okay, and similarly, if you have a strong planet in the 10th house, then of course you can earn money by your hard work. Okay, so another sutra to determine whether you'll be successful in business is to see the domination of Mercury. Okay, so if your Mercury is strongly placed in the 1st, 2nd, 7th, 9th, 10th, or 11th house, then you will be generally successful if you do your own business. Okay, otherwise you can get your income by doing a job. Okay, the other sutra is to look at the placement of Mars in the horoscope. If Mars is strongly placed in the 1st, 2nd, 7th, 9th, 10th, or 11th house, then also you will be successful by doing your own business. That means you'll find more success in self-employment rather than by working under someone. Okay, so try out these sutras, do the remedy that I have suggested in this video, and do let me know if this video resonates with you. Okay, your comments are always welcome. I look forward to them in the feedback section. That's all from me in this video. Thank you so much for watching. Om Gurave Namaha.